devastated, scared, mentally tormented, because there's, in any society, if you get HIV and AIDS, you're an outcast, no matter where you are. So you're afraid to scare, afraid to do anything, afraid to go out in public, you're going to get sick, afraid to talk, afraid to eat, go to restaurants, doing arts and crafts projects, you cut your fingers, and it's like, what do I do? And, everybody stand back, don't touch me, type of thing. It was a lot of fear of not knowing what was going on. And back then, it was still considered a death sentence. You get it, you die. There's no options as they are today.
Well, I stayed the whole week in the hospital thinking about it. I didn't want anybody to come and visit me or anything because I didn't want a doctor to come in and maybe mention it. I just kind of sat there. I was married at the time, but we were separated. And I had to call his mother, and I knew she would get him the help if he needed to get tested. So I called her, and she was the only one I told. And, she said she had already kind of figured it because I went from 150 pounds to 99 pounds in 3 months. And my own mother had asked me, Heather, do you have AIDS? And I said, read my lips, why do people keep asking me this? And 2 weeks later, I had to come home from the hospital. They had moved me out of my trailer because I was already losing it. And I had to move in with my mother. And I didn't know how to tell her at first, but I just kind of, within 20 minutes, I had made up my mind that it was time to tell everybody that you're not invisible. This can happen to you too.
It's a total horror movie, like you're infected and then you can infect others. You become scared of hanging around people. You become scared of doing the things you used to do. You even get scared of being close to people. You're worried that I might infect them unknowingly, and around normal people you still keep your distance, but around your closest friends and all the ones that you just hang out with, like your closest friends, like you're even scared to be with them. You're scared to be near anybody because you're not sure exactly how you can infect them. Like there's a general blood, sex, and things like that, but you still don't know exactly how you can infect them because I don't even remember. I'm not quite sure how I was infected, so how can I be sure what will get them infected? So you just become scared of yourself. I'm still scared to just go out in public and say I'm HIV. Like, all in all, I've only told perhaps a dozen of my closest friends and family, or the people that I've participated in studies and projects with like this. But again, you're still scared to come out because of what everyone else will think, especially I have few friends as it is. If I told everyone that I was HIV, I wouldn't have anyone hanging around me. I've heard someone say that fear is your enemy and your best friend, because when you learn to overcome it, you become much stronger in the end.
Well, I'm out to my family. I've never been in. Ville, you don't really, you just keep to yourself because just for safety reasons, for being a gay man there, you don't make yourself known. You just keep quiet. You don't, that's how I feel. I feel it's dangerous to be out, so I don't socialize there at all. So really I do kind of live in fear there, but that's home.